Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. This is where we'll be covering everything algo trading, bots, strategies, indicators, and the tools that just makes everyday trading more systematic and a little bit understandable. We'll also be getting into the wider trading and finance world, that is your indices, your cryptos, and beyond. Now, if you're also new to this space and have been looking for a place to better understand how all of this works, this is the best place for you. Right now, we are getting into the VIX 75 shield, what it does, and who it's actually meant for. If that interests you, stick around and let's get into it. Alright, so today we are talking about the VIX 75 shield. Now, mind you, this bot was built specifically for the Volatility 75 index on Deriv. Now, you may be wondering, what does this bot actually do? This bot is built around the moving average logic. If you have been trading for a while, chances are you may have come across the moving average and other indicators. I'm not going to get too deep into the technical side of it. We've already done the work of finding the settings that work best for this index. So you're not sitting there trying to figure out what periods to make use of, what is too slow, what is too fast. All that has already been tested and locked in this particular bot. This bot is hard-coded to run on the 4-hour time frame. It doesn't matter what chart you actually attach it to. Logic itself is always working off the 4-hour candles. So you don't have to worry about setting the right time frame or making a mistake there. That part has already been taken care of for you. And because of that, don't be expecting this bot to be opening trades every single day. It can go some weeks and might not take a single trade. That is exactly by design. It's waiting for full confirmation before it commits to anything. So instead of a high frequency bot jumping in and out constantly, you're getting fewer trades, but each one is a high value confirmed move and not just a guess or a random bot that's firing trades every single day. Now, let's get into the interesting stuff. Before I go any further, for those of you who do not know, this is the cTrader desktop environment. So when you get the bots from the cTraders marketplace, the next thing you want to do is to select the pair to trade. So you come over here to this tab right here and you click on the search bar and search for the pair you want to trade. Now in this case, we are trading the volatility 75. This is it over here. So you click on that and it comes up. Then the time frame is the 4 hours time frame. Once that has been done, the next thing you want to pay attention to now is the parameters. So this is where things get a little personal because the parameter you choose really comes down to your own trading style and how much capital you are working with. So there are two options here, which are the conservative and capital preservation. The conservative is the more standard setting. It's built for accounts that want steady, moderate exposure without getting overboard. Whereas the capital preservation is a lot more defensive. This one's designed for people who are more focused on protecting their capital than chasing aggressive growth. It trades with a much smaller position size. So even if a trade doesn't go your way, the impact on your overall balance stays extremely small. Now, here's something important that you need to pay attention to. The minimum balance you can run this bot with is $100. If you are working with a smaller account, anywhere from $100 up to $1,000, I would suggest you stick with conservative. At this balance range, capital preservation just isn't practical for you. If your balance is above 1,000, up to 10,000, 100,000, $1,000,000, you actually have a choice at that point. You can still run the conservative, but for someone sitting on a larger amount of capital, it's usually more advisable to lean toward capital preservation instead. So really, ask yourself, are you someone that's okay with a bit more exposure to grow your account? But if you are focused on keeping what you have safe, you go for capital preservation. All right, so now let's actually look at how this bot has performed. This bot has been running for about 3 to 6 months now on a demo account, and I want to show you exactly what it has done during that time. Now, to be very clear, let me show you here. This is demo performance. You can see it here, Deriv demo. But the trades you're about to see are real trades taken by this exact bot under these exact settings that you'll be trading with. Let me build this up over here. All right, so to get the history, we'll click on the history tab over here and we can see what has been going on. So I'm going to select the current week. All right. So this week has been very profitable. As you can see, the first trade was taken on the 6th of July, and the last trade was taken on the 7th. Let's check, okay, the current month, which is July. We're in July, and you can see the current month, very profitable. So the first was taken on the 1st of July, and the last was taken on the 7th of July. Let's see what they did last month. Okay, last month was very nice. So I don't always watch it, and that's the best thing about this bot. I just run it and I leave it. I forget about it until like end of the month. I come and check what's going on. Okay, let's see the last 3 months. Okay, the last 3 months was wonderful. And as you can see here, the bot does take losses as well, right? You can see here we lost $700. Okay, here we lost 980. Oh, this is a big one. $1,860 loss. But you can see all the wonderful profits. So the profits, what you have to know, I would still talk about this later, but this is just showing you what the bot has been doing actively for the past 3 months or so. And you can see the realized profits over here, about 15K. Now, I want to show you something that's going to be really useful, especially for future videos on this channel. cTrader actually has a built-in backtesting tool, and going forward, I'm going to be using this to show you trading performance without you having to wait months for proof, like I did with the demo trading you just saw. So if you've been using cTrader for a while and never really touched this feature, or you're just curious how it works, let me show you practically. I'm going to run a backtest on the VIX 75 shield right now, going back a full year, so you can see exactly how this bot would have performed over that stretch of time. Now, once you're in this interface, the first thing you have to do is you click on this settings tab right here. So the first thing here is the starting capital, and this is the amount of money you would have in your account trading this in the live market. Here it says 10,000. I think we'll work with that. Then right here, you right click here that says apply commission automatically. The next and most important part that you have to pay attention is here that it says data. When you click on that, it shows you these different options. The most important thing that you have to pay attention here is this one that says seek data from server. This one mimics exactly how the market moves in real conditions, and this is exactly what we need. Now, after that, the next thing you have to pay attention to now is this second option here. Now, when you click on this is the start date. So this is where you choose how far you want to backtest. You can also do this by scrolling on this right here. When you click on this, I want to backtest for a whole year. That is starting from last year, 2025, to this current month. Now, I will just go back to the 1st of January, 2025. And here is the end date. So I'm going to select, today is the 9th, but I'm going to end on the 8th. Let me end on the 8th. Or let me just end on last month. So I think last month should be okay. Now, once you have that, you come over here and you select your style of trading. We'll go with conservative now. I'll run this and allow you guys to see how it performs. I wanted to run for both, but I wouldn't again because that really took a lot of time. Let me emphasize again, the capital preservation, there is no difference between this and conservative. The only key difference is that the capital preservation, it does the same exact thing, but with less. It opens positions with smaller lot sizes. Now, let me explain some of the things you need to know in this backtesting software. And really, the main things you need to pay attention to are the equity, statistics, and the history. The history is simply where you can go and see every single trade the bot has taken. So, starting with the equity, let me get this up so you can see clearly what I'm talking about. All right, the equity. This is basically a visual line showing how your balance has moved over the entire backtest period. When it's climbing, that means the account is growing. When it dips, as it did over here, it dipped over here, it dipped over here, and it dipped over here as well. That is actually a drawdown, a period where the account lost some value before it recovered. Ideally, all you want to see here is a line that's generally trending upward over time. As you can see, our own is trending upward. Even if it has some dips along the way, because that is a very normal thing, no strategy grows in a perfectly straight line. It has to take some losses every now and then. Now, this is where things get a little interesting. The only things you really need to pay attention to here are a handful of numbers. The first thing here is the net profit. And as you can see, the net profit is, in this case, is $24,564. Next, look at the starting capital versus the ending balance. We started with a $10,000 capital and ended with a 34K balance. That's the real bottom line result of running this bot over this entire period of time. The next up here, we have the profit factor. Now, as you can see, the profit factor now is 2.71. Now, in simple terms, this tells you how much the bot made compared to how much it lost. Anything above 1 means the strategy is profitable overall. And the higher that number, the better the relationship between wins and losses. Now, over here, we have the max balance drawdown. Now, the max balance drawdown here is 13.37%. Now, this tells you the worst dip the account experienced at any point during this period before recovery. It's important to look at this number honestly because it tells you what kind of ride you should expect and not just the destination. Now, next up, let us look at the total trades, winning trades and losing trades. So the total trades is 376 trades over the backtesting period, which was a year and 6 months. And out of these 376 trades, we won 362 of them. And the losing trades were just 14 trades. So this tells you all you need to know about this system. It is a high win rate system. Let us look at the largest winning trade and the largest losing trade. The largest winning trade here is on average $163, whereas the largest losing trade is $2,965. The bot is more or less a high win rate bot. What that means is it's taking smaller profits, but on the occasions it does lose. Those losses tend to be a bit bigger than the average win. But here's the important part. Those losses are very few. Like you just saw, out of 376 trades, only 14 of them were losses. So the profits are very frequent. The losses are extremely rare. And that right there is really what separates a profitable system from a losing one. It's not about avoiding losses altogether. No strategy does that. It's about the size and frequency of your wins outweighing the size and frequency of your losses over time. Now, with all that being said, let's now get into the real deal. Who is this bot actually for? This bot is for everybody. Whether you are a new trader just trying to get into the space and make some money on the side, this bot is for you. Whether you are a professional looking for a safer place to put your money, something that focuses on protecting your capital while still being profitable, this bot is for you. Whether you are an experienced trader even who's just tired of sitting there analyzing charts all day, this bot is also for you. And whether you are a struggling trader just looking for a place to finally see consistent profits and results, this bot is very much for you too. It takes away the stress of the learning curve. You don't need to have mastered trading to run this. You just need it to align with your goals and your risk appetites. Now, right now, this bot is built specifically for the VIX 75 index because that is what we have backtested and that is where we have found these exact parameters work. But this isn't where we are going to stop. We will be building our strategies and bots for other markets down the line. So if that is something that you may be interested in, I would suggest that you stick around for that. Before we go any further, I do want to say this clearly. Everything in this video is purely educational. I'm not a financial advisor, and nothing here should be taken as financial advice. Trading carries risk, and whatever you decide to do is entirely your own decision. If you are unsure on what to do, it's always worth speaking to a financial advisor before making any decisions with your money. What I am doing here is simply presenting a tool and educating you on how to use it. The rest is completely up to you. All right. All that being said, if you are interested in trying out the VIX 75 shirt for yourself, the link is right there in the description. It will take you straight to the cTrader marketplace. Here you can get the bot and test it out yourself. So when you click the link, it should direct you to an interface that looks just like this. Now you can come over here and click on buy now. Okay, it says you can't buy your own product. All right, I can't get my own product. Yeah. So when you click the link, you should get to this interface. You click on buy now, and once you purchase the bot, then automatically the bot will synchronize to your cTrader interface, which when you buy the bots, you can see it over here in your synchronized cTrader interface. Now, to wrap up the whole thing, if you want to learn more about trading, strategies, indicators, and everything going on in the finance world, make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss what's coming next. And hey, maybe you're sitting here thinking, man, I don't even know what half of this is. I don't know what an index is. I don't know how to set any of this up, but I actually want to get into this. If that's you, don't worry, no need to feel left behind. Our next video is going to walk you through exactly that: how to get a derivative account, how to deposit your funds, and how to set up cTrader all using your laptop. And if you've got any questions or there's something specific you want us to cover, drop it in the comments. That way, we know exactly what to focus on and what to answer in the next one. All right, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.